here with a review on the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger Kyutama Gattai 10 DX Ryu Voyager. Yes, friends, so let's go ahead and start off with the box. Right here it says Uchu Sentai Kyuranger right here. And right here it says Kyutama Gattai 10 DX Ryu Voyager. Got a nice shot of Ryu Commander right here. On the front here, got a nice shot of Ryu Voyager himself, and of course, a nice shot of ReiTeiOh here, and the Kyutama that comes with Ryu Voyager, which is, of course, another Ryu Kyutama. On top, nice shot of Ryu Voyager once again. On the bottom of the box, a nice shot of the three Voyagers that become ReiTeiOh. And on the back of the box, friends, pretty much shows you everything we're going to be seeing in this review, and pretty much a reason why I did Kuma Voyager's review before I did this one. So let's go ahead now, friends, and get to it. Ryu Voyager is Ryu Commander's mecha, which is based on the Constellation Drago, or Dragon. Both Ryu Commander and Ryu Voyager made their debut in episode 9 of Kyuranger after Ryu Voyager infused Ryu Violet's power to become Ryu Commander. So here is the Ryu Kyutama that comes with Ryu Voyager. And friends, to be completely honest with you, this one is very, very identical to the one that we got with the Ryu Tsueder. But I feel the ore part here has more of a nicer shine here, and it's more of a nice shine on the base, the Kyutama here. And then the only difference on the bottom here, it's not like a see-through purple plastic, it's just a regular purple plastic. And of course, the whole deal with a different kind of Kyutama here, we get a different secret image, and we'll see that in Kyurenoh. But I'm going to go ahead and do a different, a comparison between the two here. So here is the Ryu Voyager's Ryu Kyutama and the Ryu Tsueder's Ryu Kyutama. Like I said, completely identical. Of course, this one here has that Irish purple color. This one has like a lighter purple color with a little bit of a shine to it. And I think this one has like a little bit of a blurriness to it. But anyway, and the bases are all the same here. And then, here the difference between the two. This one has that that light purple, the see-through purple plastic. This one has a regular purple plastic. And of course, the images on the two are different. And you'll see that a little later on in Kyurenoh. Now, Ryu Voyager's Ryu Kyutama in Kyurenoh.
Super Galaxy!
Now, the secret images in both Ryu Kyutamas in Kyurenoh. So here we go.
Super Galaxy!
So taking a look at Ryu Voyager, friends, I will say this, just like Kyurenoh, I like this guy a lot. And I admire the design he has to say that he is a long dragon, friends. And anyway, but Ryu Voyager reminds me a lot of ReiTeiOh from Gosei Sentai Kyuranger. Except ReiTeiOh had the full warrior mode, and Ryu Voyager has the half robot mode with no arms mainly. But it's mainly the Drago mode this reminds me of with ReiTeiOh. And the length on this guy, friends, is over 23 inches long, which explains why the box is long and shipping for him is very, very pricey. So Ryu Voyager can split into 3 pieces, as you can see. And on the body here, you can see it has the pegs here, and pretty much the peg for the headpiece and a peg for the tailpiece. And you can pretty much tell where it rotates for ReiTeiOh. And friends, this might be relevant to future transformations. You never know. So here we go with the headpiece here. We're going to take a look at the bottom here, and you can see it's got a spot designated for a Kyutama. And this is pretty much a neat little feature I think they decided to go ahead and do, have Ryu Voyager hold the Kyutama. So we'll go ahead and put the Kyutama that comes with Ryu Voyager in between the paws, and it clips on in nicely in. And I think this is a nice feature they did here with Ryu Voyager, making it interact as he is holding it. really nice. And I love this. I really love this. So take a look at the helmet slash head sculpt on this guy here. Of course, now we'll go ahead and take off the helmet for a second. And so here is the dragon head. It's nicely sculpted. And it's a solid piece of plastic. It's got the clip there where the helmet pegs into. And you can see on the eyes, he's got a nice lime green dragon eyes, pretty much. And like I said, solid piece of plastic here. So the mouth does not open here. But you can see his nose. He's got like a pig nose there. And so we're going to go ahead now and take a look at the helmet piece here. And the helmet is gained later on in episode 9. But as you can see, it's a dull gold plastic. The mouthpiece is on a hinge here, so you can open it and close it. And that's pretty much the only way you would have the mouth open if you would have the helmet on. So that's pretty much the reason why they did this with this piece here. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead now and put the dragon head on. And it snaps in fine. Sometimes it'll get too floppy if you don't put it in right. But if you drop it, it'll fall off. But anyway, the paint detailings on this guy is amazing. Like this part right here where the paw is at. Really nice of a gold paint on here. It's got like a nice shine to it. I guess you could say a nice sheen to it. And the purple, all around nice with the purple here. On the top here, you can see the scales are in a silver color here. And we got this piece here, which is kind of on the wobbly side for some ungodly reason. But anyway, and then this piece here is what pegs on to Kyurenoh for the combination of ReiTei Kyurenoh. So here's the body piece of Ryu Voyager. And you can see more of the scales continue off from where the head stopped at. And then this piece here is pretty much a Gattai part for ReiTeiOh. And of course, underneath here, we got some nice gold tips here. And this piece here is telling, this part of this here is telling us that this is the right way when you do the Gattai to ReiTeiOh. And you'll see that later on in this review. And of course, here's some more scales running off all the way towards where it stops at. And then it'll continue on to the tail. So speaking of the tail, so here's the tail piece here. These scales do continue on in that nice silver paint here. And then, I don't know if you remember, but the front paws had that nice sheen of a gold paint on it. Well, these back paws got the same thing, which is a real nice touch to it. And, you know, more purple added here. And then here's the tail. And you can see the tail's got some silver accent, you know, going on to the back and so on. So, which is a nice touch there. But let's go ahead and put this guy back together. And so, anyway, and I want to go ahead now and take a look at him underneath. So here he is underneath. Here you can see him holding the Kyutama, which is another neat little feature. And then there's some more scales showing. And some more scales. And as you can see, friends, he is a dragon with wheels here, which is something I couldn't understand why, but I do like that, you know, the wheel feature here. And but he is a long dragon, and, you know, he's going along with the Drago Constellation. And of course, the one thing I would tell you this, unfortunately, you cannot get him to move like he does in the show. But I beg to differ. You can have him kind of like tilting this way and like he's flying, kind of like. I don't know how it's going to make it look. So now the transformation of ReiTeiOh, and it's pretty easy here, friends. So let's go ahead now and take the helmet off and pop the Kyutama out. And so pretty much here's how we do it. We got to lift the dragon head up and rotate it this direction. Same repeated pattern with the tail. You lift the tail up like this, and you rotate it to this direction. So we're going to go ahead and flip it over here. And so we are seeing the gold tips here now, and I talked about this earlier. So we'll go ahead now and open this up here. And as you can see, we got the clips here and here. And those clips got to combine. So we're going to close it in like this. And it snaps in really well here. So now I'm going to go ahead and kind of zoom in because I want you all to see the face of ReiTeiOh. So we'll go ahead now and raise these silver bits up to where the scales will be pointing upward. Same repeated pattern here too on the other one. And we'll go ahead and rotate the head of RyuTeiOh. So now go ahead and the Kyutama does go in here, this spot here. So make sure it clicks in. So we'll put it in here. And it clicks in really, really well here. And of course, the helmet of the dragon. Open up the mouth here. And I forgot to show you this, but there is a clip right there. And here's a clip on top of the head. So we'll go ahead and put the helmet on the head here. And it clicks in really, really well here. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out now. And so this transformation does include Kuma Voyager and Sasori Voyager. So here he is, friends, good old ReiTeiOh. And he made his debut in episode 11 of Kyurangers. And I will say this, I really like this mecha. I really do. And adding Kuma and Sasori into the mix was a fantastic idea here. You know, having that sky blue, that orange, going along with the purple and the gold and the silver. I like that. And he looks really good. And the one thing I do like about this mecha here is the center here. I really like this part here, having these gold tips right here, like it's presenting the Kyutama in the center like that. And I like that. And you know, of course, on the hips here, you can see he's got the dragon scales. I think that's really cool there on this mecha here. I'll raise up the arm a little bit just so you can see the scales a little more here. So I like that. I really do. Now, of course, articulation, you know, he's going to have a 360 all around pretty much. And, you know, I'm going to only do it once in Sasori because he does have that rotation feature. As Kuma doesn't have that rotation feature, I don't know if you remember me telling you about that in Kuma Voyager's review. But please check out that review in the cards. I got more in the detail about that. But anyway, you can rotate the leg here. But you don't have no knee bending movement here. And then toe goes up and down pretty much. But that's pretty much it on articulation. And one thing I'm going to point out, friends, he's not like Kyurenoh. Kyurenoh has all the electronics and the sounds. Sadly, this guy doesn't have all that. So, but I think he looks better without the electronics. And then here is the back, you know, more purple is being shown and so on. So he looks really good. I can't complain. ReiTeiOh looks really good, you know, especially in this color scheme. So another feature that ReiTeiOh has, and it is something similar to Kyurenoh, and this is pretty much stated on the box, but you can swap limbs with each Q Voyager with ReiTeiOh. So, and this is pretty much fun here, you know. And so I'm going to detach these two, Kuma and Sasori. And I'm going to go ahead and add in Heebie Sky. And we're going to add in Tenbin, because this is what I've seen on the box. And so this is a neat little thing here. You know, you can see other powers that Heebie Sky Voyager and Tenbin Voyager can give ReiTeiOh. Or you can go ahead and detach this guy here and put Washi Voyager and see what other powers she can give ReiTeiOh, you know, since she is the limb right now in charge. And then old Heebie Sky here. So yeah, you can do pretty much the same thing as you did with Kyurenoh. And of course, I will be showing you ReiTeiOh with Kajiki and Chameleon a little later on whenever I do the ReiTei Kyurenoh formation. Now time to go ahead and throw in Kyurenoh with ReiTeiOh to become the mighty ReiTei Kyurenoh. And so it's pretty much an easy transformation. So we'll go ahead and detach these two, Chameleon and Kajiki. And we'll put in place of Chameleon and Kajiki, Kuma and Sasori. And so now I'm going to go ahead and take this piece off and rotate the head of ReiTeiOh. And of course, this piece here will go right here in the center here. And as you can see, friends, they have little bitty plugs right here on the dragon head here. And pretty much here are all the black holes. Now, what's funny is I never even noticed that until other toy reviewers talked about this. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in here. And I'm going to make sure it's on good. And so now we'll go ahead now with ReiTeiOh. We'll have Chameleon right here. And Kajiki right here. And so now we're going to go ahead and have ReiTeiOh on his tippy toes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, as you can see here, ReiTeiOh it has a whole bunch of clips here, here, and here. And on the back of Kyurenoh, he's got the receivers here, 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 and here. So we'll go ahead and attach it here. And then, of course, the dragon head will come off. No problem. You can always fit that back on.
ReiTei Kyurenoh!
So here he is, friends. Good old ReiTei Kyurenoh. And he made his debut in episode 12 of Kyuranger. And I was kind of hoping for all 11 to combine to be one mighty big mecha, but they decided to go ahead and have 8 to become this mighty mecha. But anyway, I do like the color scheme on this guy. I really do. I mean, we're seeing a whole lot of color on this mecha here. But and friends, just to let you know that this guy reminds me of Buster Oranger Robo from Choriki Sentai Kyuranger, mainly Power Ranger Zeo, the Zeo Mega Battle Zord. And what do I mean? You're probably asking. Well, of course, pretend this is the Buster Oranger Robo. Red Puncher would be back here. You know, the missiles would be sticking out here. And of course, Oranger Robo will be right here in the front. So that's pretty much what I meant. And he kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But yeah, the color scheme looks really nice here on him. Like I said, I kind of wish all 11 were together, except instead of 8. But they decided to go ahead and leave poor Timbin Voyager, Hibiscus Voyager, and Washi Voyager all on their lonesome. So, but all in all, a nice mecha. Well, friends, final thoughts on Ryu Voyager. I pretty much gave you all my input, all during this review on how I feel about this guy. Love his design, love his color scheme. I love him as ReiTeiOh, and I even do love him as ReiTei Kyurenoh, and pretty much the combo he does with Kyurenoh. But anyway, and if you all are wondering about the Ryu Kyutama, does it have the same sounds as the Ryu Tsueder's Ryu Kyutama? Yes, it does. And that is the reason why I didn't do the sounds in this review, because you already heard the sounds in the Ryu Tsueder's review. So definitely check that review out. But anyway, but I will say this also, friends. If you want Ryu Voyager, I highly suggest you get this guy loose. Why, you ask? Because of the size and length he is. He is 23 inches long, and making shipping and handling very, very, very pricey on this guy here. In fact, it's not just this item here, but it's the Ryu Tsueder's box as well. Mainly all the Ryu Commander stuff. And all the boxes are so huge and making shipping and handling so pricey. So like I said, definitely pick this guy up loose. Or if you want the box, pick him up new, you name it. But anyway, well, good luck, friends, and happy hunting, because Ryu Voyager is awesome. So good luck and happy hunting. And so friends, that's it for this review. Please check out my blog, follow me on Twitter, and to like my Facebook. And if you like this review, please smack that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And my friends, make sure you hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. And my friends, this review on the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger Kyutama Gattai 10 DX Ryu Voyager. I hope you enjoy. Well, of course, friends, I'm Eugene. I'm signing out. Good day. And friends, I'll most assuredly see you next time. Bye, friends.